And welcome back to part 7 of Derping Around Fable 3. We have been stranded on the island of Aurora. I was about to say Azora, not the Daedric Prince.
Before we go any further, I'd just like to say one thing. Hello? Sounds like the dog's found something.
That was close to what I was about to say.
Penis! In. No bats. Good work, boy. Bats are exactly what we needed right now.
Where's those? Always bats. Because we need Batman. He was trying to find Batman.
What do you think happened to Batman?
Luckily, he's not in this universe.
He's a strong swimmer. Probably reached a sandy beach somewhere. Palm
Do you know that he's a strong swimmer?
Beautiful women, coconut cocktails, jammy bastard.
Go for a nice jammy right now. It's Walter, stop saying words. You're making it worse.
What hopping hobs is that? It must be protecting something. Like the way out, most likely. Well, I'll tell you one thing. We haven't got this far, haven't got this many people behind us to end up dying in some forsaken, far-off hole in the ground. Well, wherever we are, we're not the only ones who got stuck in this damn place. Not the most encouraging sight in the world, is it? Still, they might have something useful on them. Why don't you check the second lot over there?
Checking.
I found something. A note. It speaks to us still. Darkness incarnate. We know now we can never escape it.
Those are some cube bones.
That doesn't sound good. Hey, I've got something
No, not
too.
the Pokemon.
One of these poor sods left a journal. Most of the pages have disintegrated, but well, you can still see plenty of weird symbols. It's
Pick up
mostly
the book
gobbledygook
and you
anyway.
walk over there.
I mean, listen to this nonsense.
Why?
Luminous spirits of the sands impart daybreak and gleam under a quiet moon. What's that supposed to mean? Look at that. Can you believe I did that?
Yeah, way to go. You released it.
Ooh, it does look somewhat dark, though. Oh, maybe going down isn't such a good idea. Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you lead the way if you're so tough?
He was about to drop off the edge.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go, then.
Come on, Walter. Come here, Walter. Will you do it for a Scooby snack? Cuteness will.
You know how I said it looked somewhat dark? Well, I'd like to amend that statement. We're looking into utter, total, complete darkness. Oh, what have you got there, boy? Ah, you little genius. Good boy. Oh, no, that's better. So what?
Oh, wait. For this area, I want fire. Because fire kills this area really quickly.
Do you think this place is?
I have no idea.
Temple of some sort? What could anyone possibly worship in here?
The devil.
No, we're not going any further this way.
Or what in this area because it's all sand. Jafar. Probably Jafar. Makes more sense.
Looks like a bridge.
Magical.
Is that the
Dark.
mechanism to raise it on the
Sandy.
other side? Isn't that handy? One of us will have to get across to use it.
Or
There must be some other way to get there.
both of us.
Here we go. You should be able to make it to the other side from here.
Okay. I jumped down. Walter, jump down. I'll catch you. Walter. Decisions like this is what gets people killed.
Okay, be careful now. That thing's probably pretty stiff, and we don't want to make any more noise than we have to.
Well, this drink in my hand is not stiff. Want it to be stiff. Let her fall, Walter.
Yes. And quiet as stealthy mice, the adventurers forged on ahead. I know I have a tendency to be slightly paranoid, but did that sound like something friendly to you?
It's your fault.
Now, where have we seen that before? Stand back. Walter the Scholar will deal with this. With an increasing sense of trepidation, admittedly. Luminous spirits of the sands, inhale the restless gloaming. Oh, there you go. What can I say? I have a knack for gibberish. Do you ever get the feeling somebody's playing games with us?
All the time.
Let's just be thankful and get through this place as quickly as we can.
The light you bring will die. The light inside you will die.
Show
All
yourself.
that you are will die.
Oh, this isn't good.
The children are here to play.
What are they?
Can you hear that sweet music playing in our veins? That's our heartbeat. The children put it there out of love. Do you know how
Fighting.
to
We have
love? Tainted, broken little toys.
It's all right. We're all right. We just have to keep going, that's all. We're all right. More of those things. Come on, Walter. Just hold it together.
Come.
Wait. I think we must be close to an exit. There's a cold breeze. Can you feel it? There's that sound again. It's almost like... No! Not the light, not the bloody light! Come on, Moira. These things are all around us. Come on, come on, come on!
Boop.
Balls. No, we have to get out of here. You hear me? You hear me? We have to get out of here. As long as we have fire, we'll be all right.
We are coming.
It's here!
We will devour
I gotta use the fire
your kingdom.
spell.
There will be no bosses. There will be only darkness. The children command it.
And I command fire.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Death is easy. Did the blind seer not tell you about us? Did she not warn you?
Quiet!
Okay then.
It's gone. The bastard's dead and gone. Right, and we're getting out of here. I'm sorry. I lost my head back there, I know. I've never liked dark caves, but this... It's as if someone took my worst nightmare and made it real. But it's gone now. It's gone! And we're going to be fine. Looks like the only way is down. Goody.
Come on, superhero landing.
Wait. Just wait. I'll need a moment to prepare myself for this. But don't let me stop you.
Take my hand. We'll jump together. You didn't grab my hand.
You all right down there?
Yes. It isn't far down.
Right, here I come then. 3, 2, 1.
Jump.
Water!
You let him die. You let us take him. But you're glad, are you not? You wished him. You wished him undone, unthreaded, You feed us. You feed us.
I'm not feeding you anything.
A great wave of dark.
Walter!
You hit him with the hammer.
We have waited centuries for you. You see now the future that awaits you. All those people you want to save. The people you want to control. They will shrivel as your friends. Bring down. The Dark Guardian shall come and protect us. And all that is fresh and light shall die. This land is ours! Darkness shall spread across the world!
See? That thing. It blinded me. I can't see!
It's okay, Walter. I'm here.
We have to get out. Quickly.
Take
Still
my
out
hand.
there. We need to leave.
What do you think I'm doing?
You can hear it too, can't you? It is there. I'm not mad.
Walter, calm down. We're gonna give you out of the sex dungeon.
I can't
Right.
see anything. Take me to the light, please.
Calm down.
Are we out? Did we get away?
Yes. We're safe now.
What can you see?
A desert.
I can feel the heat and the sand. But whatever that thing did to me, it's like it sucked all the light from inside me. I still can't see anything. Just don't let go.
Careful. There's steps up ahead.
All right.
As we're climbing the stairs.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know how far I can go. Are there no signs of civilization?
There's something in the distance. It looks like an enormous statue.
How far?
It's going to take us a few hours.
No, stop. I can't do this.
Of course you can. Come on.
I'm too weak.
Walter, just drink some Red
You
Bull.
have to
It
leave
gives you
me.
wings.
Listen to
You'll
me.
be fine.
I can't see. I can barely stand. I won't just slow you down. I'll get you killed. You have to go on without me.
Come on.
You can't save me. I'm dead weight now.
Stop talking like that. We're going to make it through this.
Will you listen to me? You have to leave me behind. That thing left you weak too. Don't you think I can tell? What you have to do is too important to risk for an old wreck like me. Listen, you have to go on without me.
I'm not leaving you behind, Walter. Can't do this without you. I won't leave you here.
You have to. I can't. I can't.
Walter!
It's all right. It's all going to be all right.
I'll come back for you. I promise. I'll get help.
You'll do me proud. I know you'll do me proud.
Walter!
No, he's in the shade. It'd be funny if he said, "Give me some water, a little water, some chips." You know, some chips, a little water.
I'm blind. I can't see. Help you abandoned your friend to die. He's calling for you, while the children spread out his heart to the sky.
Is that you? What's happening?
This world is ours. We will smother every light, every last breath. from every last mouth. Please, no, no. Don't leave us. Don't leave us here forever and ever and... You try to run away, but you are made of sand. You are falling apart between our fingers.
Just how ready you are.
He would have done anything for you. Now he screams alone. He curses you. Not even in death will he forgive you.
That's a bunch of bullshitting.
Are you blind? Are you blind yet?
And then we hear Teresa say, "Death
There's
isn't
nothing
your
left.
destiny."
You're gone. All gone.
Right here.
She's still alive.
Ah!
The other can't be far away.
Ah!
Taking a nap in the sun. Typical royalty. You had me worried there for a while.
Walter?
Don't worry, we'll find him. You just sit tight, Princess.
That's a horrifying sight to see Ben's face.
Can you help them?
The young one will be fine. She is strong. We need to tend to the older one at once.
Hang in there, Walter.
That lamp was quite low. Almost hit me in my face. It's a archway. Still can't say it right. Birdie. Oh, hey.
Hey, boy.
You are awake. Good. My name is Kaelin, and you are in the city of Aurora. I have much to tell you.
Walter? How is he?
He is fortunate to be alive, but we have seen his condition before. We may be able to help him.
Is there another of my friends here? I thought I saw in the desert.
A devilishly handsome soldier by the name of Ben Finn? Not dead yet, my friend.
Please, come with me.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
Do you need to wash your uniform? There's
So
things
good
all
to
over the
see
place.
you. When I was fishing out of the local pool and Walter and you weren't there, well, I thought it was all over. Then I realised I was being an arse, and I worked my charms to get a search party out for you. Not that Kaelin here needed much persuading.
We are accustomed to misfortune.
Balverines.
Now it is time to
Not that Kaelin here needed
Nothing
much
but a
persuading.
rusty cutlass. The moon? I've been there. In a great balloon. It's amazing. It almost never rains. Spells and that, I know them all. Cuisine? Every dish. ever
Welcome to
prepared.
Aurora, the
I've
city of
eaten it.
nightmares.
Inventions? That was me.
The
I
crawler
invented
did
them.
this.
Oh,
The being
all
you
right, let's
fought
go.
in the desert caves.
Not
It appeared
impressed?
5 years ago,
Well, you
bringing
would be if you
darkness
knew I
and
was
death.
illiterate.
The few
Yeah.
of us who still live have known nothing but fear since. We never know when it will come. And we cannot hope to defeat the creature and its spawn without an army. Even with someone like you by
I feel like
our
a
side.
giant.
Ben
Might be the
Finn
stairs, but I
speaks
felt like a
most highly
giant.
of you. But you are not the first savior to come here. Please, Walk down to our streets. See for yourself. Then we may talk more.
Go ahead. I've seen enough already. I'll check up on Walter.
Now you know what we have suffered. But as I said before, you are not the first outsider to come here.
Who was the other?
His name was Logan, the King of Albion.
Seems your big brother's been keeping secrets. He used to go on expeditions all the time, remember? Until about 4 years ago.
He too faced the Crawler. He saw all his soldiers killed by the darkness and nearly died himself. But he survived thanks to our care. He left with a promise that he would return with an army and save us from the Crawler. We never saw him again. King Logan did not cause this, but he did nothing to stop it. Now I ask that you do what he would not. Ben Finn has told us of your quest, of your revolution. There are not many warriors left among us, but we have ships, and we are willing to fight beside you. Not because your brother wronged us, nor because we thirst for revenge, but because we want protection. We require aid if we are to survive. That is the promise you must make. Help us to rebuild Aurora and allow it to become a true part of your kingdom. Not a colony, not a thing to be used, but a place with a voice in your court. Will you make this promise?
I promise.
Then let us go to war.
Ah! Blinding light.
You have survived a terrible ordeal, but you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and people on your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take Bowerstone Castle.
How is he? Is he gonna make
I
it?
do not know. The darkness is deep within him. Few ever wake.
But he's improving. I mean, you're doing your thing and he's getting better, right?
I do not wish to give you false hope.
Perhaps it would be better if we allowed him to rest.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
Oh, balls to you all. You're not burying me just yet.
See? I told ya!
Yes. Shame my first sight had to be your ugly mug.
I'm sorry I left you, Walter.
You did all you could. And don't think I don't know it. I told you you'd make me proud. Well, we didn't exactly find the army we were hoping for.
Oh, you alright? Get on that ship. There's a chest up here. Fine.
You've surpassed every hope I had for you. You're the queen Albion needs. So come on. It's time to gather your generals and prepare for battle.
Tunis, what are you doing?
You know, maybe I'll take a little nap first.
All right, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the west barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future queen to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you'll look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke, and the fire, and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the center to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin.
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help. We've already lost one ship.
Resistance is hot! Taking fire!
The mortar's down!
Get in there. The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now.
Do your stuff.
Yeah, so feet ends up lighting on fire. The cannons.
Into the city!
Front of it.
Ah, bit of close enough. This is more like it. Recognize your altars and your progress. You can see that!
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we?
Yeah.
Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives. But I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Right on cue.
Ha ha! Did you see that, Boulder? Let the whole city bow to our thunder.
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off. Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own. Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
Knock, open up the door. That's all I know.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You've finally become the woman I always wanted you to be.
She's a lot more than that, and now she's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my sister deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
Is it gonna have light again, Jasper? You've been in the sanctuary forever.
All hail
crooked.
the Queen of Albion! There she is. The Queen of Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you. I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial? Of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful queen is following a well-scheduled royal agenda.
Snore.
If you will permit me, here are today's
Snore.
appointments.
Logan, Tax, Reaver, Bowerstone Industrial. Consider proposal on rebuilding the Bowerstone Quarry.
I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion.
So the trick is to keep all your
Logan,
promises.
former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will
Ben,
now
close your
There's
mouth.
not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work, but killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion.
That lady on
if
the
a few had to
left is
suffer,
a ghost.
it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, sister. Now choose.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now, we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Yeah, so if you keep your promises, you automatically do this. Because I once did an evil, kept all my promises, and ended up being this. Started with this, ended up being that, because I kept my promises. And since I can't open those because it's 100.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. Having Logan's troops on our side is a good start, but you will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it. Albion's royal treasury. The store of the kingdom's total wealth. It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable... Very well, Your Majesty.
I have money to spend.
Well, how very...
What the
noble? Yes, I suppose noble is the word. How very noble of you. The people are no doubt dancing in the streets. And we are bankrupt. You will need to be more ruthless if you wish to save the kingdom, Your Majesty. There are other, less salubrious means of filling the treasury, of course. You may donate your own gold, should you have enough.
I think I've been doing.
Though I must say, such charity is unheard of. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda. Riva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Riva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of the city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like to be known...
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once. Welcome to Riva Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
Well, I could go throne roof, but... Well, I'll just, stand it here. It's a good time to stop. Head back to throne roof later in the next episode. Well, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and I'll do Derp out. Yeah.